today is gonna be a fun one. So we have PlayStation's biggest fan frustration this gen. Oh my god! And South of Midnight has not a little bit, but a ton of Xbox tax because Kotaku calls it a must play now. Huh? Interesting. Let's get to it, baby.
Wake up, it's a brand new day. Crazy Lou's here, got something to say. Good morning, gamers, rise and shine. It's time to play, let's have a good time. Morning, gaming community. With Crazy Lou, it's a world of unity. Upbeat and lively, we're feeling so free. In the world of games, we're just meant to be. Grab coming high and eat obscene. Crazy Lou is ready, it's a gaming scene. Fermie's trading people where their skin. All recent gaming go, breaks and pay top bean. Good morning, coming moving. It's a world of unity. Upbeat and lively, we're feeling so free.
Initiating launch sequence.
Let's begin. Good morning, everybody. Also tuning in, even the crazy one. Wishing you all a beautiful and awesome Friday and also weekend. Chat, what's new, what's cooking? I gotta say, hold up a second. Hold up. Listen. BB yesterday played 2 full rounds with me of Gears of War E-Day. 2 full rounds, my chat. 2 full rounds. He did not say I got a girlfriend. He did not leave. Nothing. This man hold his ground and he played the game for 2 full rounds with me. No joke. He played one with me alone and a couple dudes. And then Plume came in and we had a blast just shooting down the horde and taking names, man. Seriously, Big B sat there for 2 full rounds. Why so serious? He sat there and played that. But I was starting to think, though, was it actually Big B? Why so serious? What do you think, though? I even took screenshots. I even took pictures. I did some videos, which later on I will upload them so you guys can see them in shorts, though. I have a good one that I'm playing. There's this one part where I'm running, and there was this shoot, what are these guys' names? I forgot. I just can't think right now. So I came from behind him, and he was literally guarding, was about to shoot us, and I come from behind him and say, "Hey, hello," and I go boom and just shoot him with an Asher, man. It felt so good. Oh man. Why so serious? Good morning, Talos, the man with the ray. Good morning, Pang 9113. Good morning. Ponies losing their marbles against us, Talos. Yes, they are. Revan Skywalker says, Wolverine has your body, Louis. Are you secretly a video game model? Well, then why not have my damn paycheck then? If I'm going to do a game for PlayStation, you better pay me some money. Shit. Because them ponies, they say they support the dead, so I better get some cash. Damn. Louis, laugh out loud. My autocorrect is what? No, that damn autocorrect. I hate that shit. I saw Louis playing E-Day Horde mode, not Horde mode yesterday. Yes, I was playing that. So what happened was, no, we had a blast though. It was a good run. I gotta say, it was a good run. We had a blast. I got down several times, and it was fun. It was really fun. Fun match. We did everything we had to do in order. Got ourselves weapon parts and everything, man, and just went full out. It was a good match. I gotta be honest though. Big B, good morning. Lamont Davis, what's up, man? How you doing? So, chat, today we are going to have some fucking fun. We're gonna have so much fun today. It's not even gonna be funny. Finally, after all these years, all they finally come to realize what's happening on their side. So you're starting to look at your own fence now. You're starting to look at your house that's been burning down for like the last years and years on end. Ever since the generation started, it's been burning down. Oh man, I had to say that. Sorry, Seth Rollins song. So yeah, that's what's been happening. And now you guys are starting to talk about it. Whoo! But before we get there, chat, before we get there, I have to go on a rant about something. I had to go on a rant about something, but real quick though, let's talk about this first. Before I get into that massive rant I want to get into. Because seriously, I saw an article yesterday. I was like, oh shit, look at what these assholes are doing out here. And you know, as someone told me that the Xbox tax doesn't exist, I can't wait to tag them and say, oh, Brappy, come see this. I want you to see what's going on here. I'm being serious though. I want them to see this shit. But first, let's talk some good news. So for Battlefield 6 and Top Gun collab starts in Epic Land Air Sea Battles on August 18. Whoa. Become a member of GB Max to gain exclusive access to the industry and to the most influential global B2B leadership community in the business of gaming, entertainment, and tech. Join now and also get a VIP ticket to GamesBeat next 2 and 3. Why the hell want to go to the GamesBeat though? Battlefield 6 is teaming up with Top Gun movie franchise for a special event in the game's latest multiplayer season. It actually looks pretty darn good, even without Tom Cruise. I mean, they should have gotten Tom Cruise, Chad. What do you think, though? They should have gotten Tom Cruise? I think, yeah, because, I mean, Top Gun without Tom Cruise, it's not even Top Gun. I mean, it's Fop Gun. I don't even know how to call it now. So it features the jet fighting gauntlet experience and the carrier strike multiplayer mode that showcases Battlefield as its most epic land air sea battles, including gameplay on the remake Wake Island. The update is part of the Battlefield 6 multiplayer Season 4, which started on July 21, and now we'll get a major update on August 18. You know what they should do? They should add that Top Gun mission that was in the last movie. That's what they should do. So we get to fly around them cannons super fast to go in there and shoot that rocket. Yeah. The idea is to bring the blockbuster moments from the big screen to the battlefield where players can jump into the flight boots of iconic characters and pilot two-seater fighter jets inspired by Top Gun. We had that in, what's this game called? Shoot. Top Gun. What was this game? I know if Matrix was here to help me out. Then you got the Top Gun special. Shoot. What's that game called? I forgot the name of the game. Oh, man. Dude, I'm forgetting things this morning. What's going on with me? Damn. What's that game I always talk about? That it's about people flying in the air, you know, shooting things down with airplanes and everything. It's not, you know, yeah. And it was in Flight Sim 2. So the map for the carrier strike is going to be epic and focus on all-out war with naval, air, and ground forces. The goal is to eliminate the other player's carrier as you fight around an island. Okay, that's the goal then? Sweet. Sweet. So the idea, okay. There's also jet-only modes, the Gauntlet Fighter Sweep, where players compete to be the best stock fighter scenario based on the Sulfur Reef. Ah, fucking A. Why do you gotta bring that up? Why you gotta bring that up? Man. Chat. Why you gotta bring that up? Why so serious? Why you gotta bring up that depressing fucking thing? I mean, out of all things, you gotta depress us with that? Damn. Now that's depressing though. Because yes, I do remember that shit. I do remember I couldn't land the fucking plane. It was flying over the Harrier, or below the Harrier, or before the Harrier. There was no fucking way to land a damn plane. No way to land it. It always blew up. Fucking A. I'm already getting aggravated thinking about that when I was a kid though. Damn. During the special events, players cannot take Top Gun inspired cosmetics to fly their colors in the sky. The step into the boost of familiar Top Gun characters, but not Tom Cruise. It's not Top Gun then. I can't go to go to the dentist just 3 more days. Yes. Okay, baby. I mean, why do we have to know you have to go to the dentist, my friend? But right. BB, are you not brushing your teeth? Are you not using, yeah. So let's keep it going. So the new map is Wake Island, a remake of the classic map, but faithful to the Battlefield 5 versions and updates to make it fit to the current design need. It's designed for intense warfare across land, air, and sea. 6 advantage introduced vehicles, while an aircraft carrier serves as the main base of one army. Didn't that happen back in the day? So let's see what the update features are so we can continue on moving over. The update features some leading characters from the Top Gun franchise. They include reliable pilot LT Bradley Booster Bradshaw, played by Miles Teller, a reliable pilot who also fights on the ground, Lieutenant Robert Bob Floyd, Lewis Pullman, a crack WSO with a lot of mission experience and success under extreme pressure, and Admiral Solomon Warlock Bates, Charles Panel, a seasoned commander with experience and a track record. Seasonal content is available across both experiences. Adapted each mode. Ranked play launches at Red Sex Battle Royale Squads. The content will be in the game from August 18 to September 15. A free trial run will run from August 18 to 25. Alright, with all those features, this definitely seems more interesting to me than Call. Wow. Everything was perfect. Everything was good till the end. With all those features, this definitely seems more interesting to me than Call of Duty. Oh, yeah. This is interesting to you. Dumbass. Stupid ass people, man. I hate when people write some stupid shit in the articles. I mean, everything was fucking good until the end. Everything was fucking good to the end. Why the hell you gotta write that shit? But you want to know what you want me to be even funnier than you are? Your player rates dropped in Battlefield, and Call of Duty's doing great. Idiots. So let's keep it going, chat. I mean, if this is more interesting, why didn't you play Ace Combat? That was the name of the game. It just got into my head again. Ace Combat. Ace Combat had a Top Gun thing that cost $20. And I bet you that the flying experience in Ace Combat is way more better than at Battlefield. Yes, it is. It is. It is. Ha 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 ha. This is why, chat. This is why. Remember what the rant I went on yesterday? You remember that rant I went on? And everybody said, whoa, what happened to Lou? My rant was how these idiots hate on everything. I mean, why do you have to hate Call of Duty? Because you're getting a Top Gun Maverick. How is cosmetics going to make the game better than Call of Duty? It's just cosmetics. What an idiots. And speaking about hateful stuff, chat, like I said, I have one article here that I want y'all to see because it's incredible. Y'all remember my rant yesterday what I said about games, you know, how these guys, instead of writing nice stuff about video games and everything, how they are themselves killing video games? Watch this. Watch this. Kotaku. Were you interested in South of Midnight but didn't want to give Xbox money wherever that might have been? You guys listen to this? Have I got news for you? Wow. Let's read this bullshit on what he says, though. Pretty fun stuff right here. Pretty fun stuff. I love how they started with that stuff. So it says here, there is no reason to play South of Midnight anymore. Oh, so there is no reason now? It used to be a reason because it was owned by Xbox? So you're telling me after these dudes were in there, put up all their talent, put up all the love for the game, they, to be honest though, and I said this before, I have faith in this team because at the end of the fucking day, when they did, what's that game called? We Happy Few. And then they came up with South of Midnight. I mean, compared to that, that was a fucking masterpiece. And we know that if that studio wanted to elevate itself and get better, they can. Because South of Midnight was way better than We Happy Few. Hold on. I want to read this because I want to get something clear out here. So it says here, with Compulsion Games only now newly independent, their BAFTA winning game is now free from Xbox and everything else that might have kept you from trying it. How the fuck did they keep you from trying it though when this game was on PlayStation? How the fuck? Shit, what a dumbass. Who wrote this shit? Hold on. Do you know the name of the article though? Ash Parrish. Who the fuck is Ash Parrish though? On Steam, South American new publisher is now listed as Compulsion Games. The studio was spun off from Xbox last month as part of the company's massive reset, one that has caused thousands of people, including some Compulsion staff, to lose their jobs. But amidst the devastation, one tiny silver lining is that Compulsion Games is now holding all the rights to South of Midnight, and any proceeds from a purchase go to it now, not Xbox. Oh, okay. Throughout the life of the game since its launch last year, I have been one of the game's loudest fans. It's a true blue Southern Gothic African American. No, you were not one of the true fans of this game, because if you were a fan of the game, of the arts and everything that was in the fucking game, you would have not written this stupid dumbass article. And this is what you call a piece of shit article. No joke. This is something, Chad, I'm not kidding you. This is something I would leave in my toilet and then flush it. Not giving a damn about it. Not even taking a look. Shit. What a dumbass. That game reminded me of my country uncle who spoke with a southern accent even though he lived in Gary, Indiana. Who cares about where your uncle lived? He would take us fishing, crafting, catching catfish as big as, well, catfish. Who guides the protagonist? What does that have to do with the damn game? Seriously. It's like, well, you know, I play, you know, back in the day, you know, Doom reminds me of my father. Yes, my father too, you know, my father used to face demons and blow them up. Yeah, that reminds me of my father. Yeah. Seriously, I mean, there's not even fishing in the damn game. Let me see, who guides the protagonist is throughout the game. There are so many little things in the game that are just beautiful. Little whisper you can hear if you grew up black with, if you go back with praying grandmothers and mom. What? Okay, that's, yeah. But it's also an accessible game for everyone, an introduction to Southern culture that'll resonate with anyone who plays it. And now, if any of the previous hangups about playing it, those roadblocks are gone. Give it a shot. But what fucking roadblocks? I mean, this game was in Steam. This game was on Xbox. This game was on PlayStation. What were the roadblocks, though? Dear Lord. What was the roadblock? Because it was owned by Xbox? That was a roadblock because you did not want to give money to Xbox? So is there like a no money, let's not give Xbox any money just to watch it get broke situation out there? I'm starting to feel there's something going on out there with that shit. Hey, Louis, why are they cooking Wolverine like that? Why are they cooking Wolverine? Well, I mean, listen, they're pretty pissed off. I mean, they ain't happy. They're mad at Sony, though. So anything, listen, Sony can do, let me tell you something. Sony can bring up anything. The point of where he lived is because Indiana isn't in the South, but he has a Southern accent, which little known fact, that's not reserved to the South. It's more of a country thing. What's up, Judas? Good morning. How you doing? How you doing? Listen, what I'm disgusted by this is this. How can you go out there and promote a game, right? That supposedly was a great game, and now you're promoting it because it's not owned by Xbox. So you're promoting it because you did not want to give Xbox the money, yet you played it. And you get, well, I mean, you probably got codes though, because that's how you assholes are. You get codes, you play this shit for free. You play this shit, and you compliment it like one of the best games ever, and now it's worth buying it because it's not in Xbox's hands. So there was a roadblock. I'm starting to wonder what was a roadblock. The only person or the only company that puts fucking roadblocks out there, even on Steam, is called PlayStation. That's it. No one else. I'm not kidding you. Marvel token is blocked. Helldivers was blocked. I mean, that's what you call a fucking roadblock. Indiana is nothing like the South. Laugh out loud. Great Gamer says this game also failed in Game Pass because no money from Game Pass went to South of Midnight. The game failed. You know why the game failed, Great Gamer? Because people like this kill it. Because look, Great Gamer, I'm a YouTuber, right? I do content, do it for fun. We have fun in here. We talk, we have conversations, but my voice is up to 60 or 70 people here on this show, probably 300 people that come in and watch this show. I mean, that's how it is. 300, let's say 400 people tops, right? 400 people tops. 400 people tops buying this game won't even dent it. Won't even dent it. So the thing is, when you got these articles like IGN, when you got these articles like GameStop, when you got these articles like Kotaku, when you got these articles like these dudes out there writing hateful stuff about it, and now, like, all of a sudden, they turn around and be like, oh, it's good. I mean, making them look ridiculous like dumbasses, right? Because this is a dumbass article. I'm not kidding. This is like the biggest dumbass article I've ever read in quite some time. But at the end of the day, though, they're writing now the good stuff because now it's not part of Xbox. At least we know what their intention was. But during the time the game came out, they didn't push it. And the thing is, some games get a lot of push, and once you jump in, you see more talks about that. You're like, oh, let me take a look at it because I'm seeing more stuff. I mean, I'll go to YouTube and be like, oh, okay, I see the game. Let me go ahead and buy it because these guys are talking about it and say it's way more fun. Combustion blew all that money flying those people down from France and wasted a bunch of money on that big alligator prop boat. Chris, I gotta be honest with you about something, though. I mean, people look at it this way, but one thing I'm happy about Compulsion Games is how I hated that they took so long, but at the same time I love that they delivered this game because it really came up from a really shitty game called We Happy Few and made this masterpiece pretty much. So they really did a good job. I mean, that, like I said, the next game, if they can really do and work on it, it's got to be better than this one because, you know, they went from being awful because look, this We Happy Few was awful. It was one of the worst games, you know, out there, and made this masterpiece. You're like, oh shit. I mean, they're getting awards from this game. They did a pretty good job on it, to be honest. Even though some people say the gameplay and, you know, the fighting and everything, but the story, the tale behind it and everything, you know, it was just fucking awesome. The art was fantastic too. I gotta say, they really did a good job with that game. The sound effects were great too. I mean, they did a good job. I gotta say though, like that, out of all of them, like I'm sad that they were, you know, released because I always, like I said, this would have been a good studio to leave there for them to make the next game. It would have been better, but it is what it is. And like I said about the game though, why didn't the game do so well is because you get all these idiots writing these articles, and people just talk trash about it. People don't push it. We gotta push positive more into gaming. This is what these guys do. They kill all the buzz behind the game, and they don't talk about it at least for like a month or two like they used to, because a month or two ago they sat there and they talked about it like, oh man, we found a secret thing in the game, oh we found this, we found that. There used to be articles pouring out about the game. Now it's all nothing. They just review it and that's it. And sometimes once in a blue moon they give you something about it. Grizz probably like Be Happy Few. Oh damn, that's best not be true though. I'm on my second playthrough of South of Midnight. I'm loving it even more than the second go round. Sweet, sweet. I finished it once And maybe in the near future I might go back to it because, to be honest, though, it was a fun, sweet game. I'm not kidding you. I wasn't bored by it. It kept me going, and really, I had a blast. It was a really good game. Dark Williams, what's up? So it failed on Game Pass because people read Kotaku. So it failed on Game Pass because people here read Kotaku. How are you a great? I got a question though. What kind of name is Great Gamer where you're not even a? I feel like you're not even a gamer. You're just here to flaunt. I'm being serious though. I mean, what kind of? So it failed on Game Pass because people here read Kotaku. It doesn't have to be Kotaku. It could be IGN. It could be GameStop. I said this earlier. Didn't you hear? Do you need a Q-tip? I'm just being honest though. I mean, you're pretty aggressive with that. All right. Did someone say taco? Yes, Taco Tuesday next Tuesday. Let's go. So. Let's keep it going. The game is click away, but it is the elements inside Game Pass that failed that company. Oh, so you're saying Game Pass is a failure? Okay. I actually did a Kotaku interview. The guy was on. Nice. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. So Game Pass failed the company. Alright. Cool. I guess we got a PlayStation angry person in here. Alright. So. Moving on up, chat. Because, yo. I can't believe this. That I'm hearing this. Thank you, Why So Serious. For that company, Game Pass failed them. Hold on, Why So Serious. How long did you mute him for? I want him to keep on talking shit. I want to hear what I want him to get to his point. Because of that, then PS Plus is a failure too. I mean, shit. And JoJo's story was good, but Hazel had that annoying kid drop trop that has been adopted in recent years. I mean, look, chat. I had a blast playing it. And I said it was a great game. There was people who bought the special edition. There was people, you know, who enjoyed the music, enjoyed a lot of things from that game. I mean, to be honest, though, it was a really good game. The sad part about this is that with all this Xbox tax bullshit out there, these games are not going anywhere because they're just not getting all the positive reviews they deserve, though. It takes us, you know, for us to sit here and talk about it, but at the end of the day, though, it's not even enough. They have to go out there, change, you know, they got to change a couple things, and now they're writing about it like, yeah. Yes, I did, bro, boy. I did talk about it. I did read it. He talk about catfish, and we have a guy named Great Gamer in here saying for that company, Game Pass failed them. He says Game Pass failed the Xbox. As somebody from that area, the game was pretty accurate and relatable. It was a good game. It was well made. The thing is, it took them too long to make it, though. It took them too long to make it, and yeah. It sucks that, you know, it didn't get the follow-up that it did, though. I mean, it should have sold at least. I mean, I was hoping for that game to sell 3 or 4 million copies or do well, you know. But yeah. Let's keep it going, chat. Because, bro, boy, you can't... you got to listen to this, bro, boy. We got to listen to this because this is some sweet stuff. Because you know what's so funny? He says Game Pass failed. But at the end of the day, though, I see them promoting their service on TVs these days. Why are they doing that? Why if something that's a failure, why do they keep promoting it though? Yeah, I'm asking that question on a serious note though. Conquer Fair, PlayStation, and broke records. There you go. And here we go, chat. Let's listen to this. I want y'all to listen to this. This is
The one thing that
stuff right here. For years and years and years and years and years and years and years, chat, we've been telling them about this. So, Colin Minority, I don't know if I'm saying it right. He comes out here and says, core PlayStation fans. Really, we were keeping the disaster of Halo game that only sold really bad a big name like Halo, but we get rid of good games. Game Pass failed that team. We're really keeping the disaster of Halo games. So because you're mad about the Halo game, you have to take it out on everyone else? Because Game Pass failed them? Great Gamer, I bet you 5 cents that if that game would have not been on Game Pass, it wouldn't have sold as much. 5 cents. Why so serious? Stop blocking him. I got a good debate right here. Stop blocking him. I'm getting him. I bet you 5 cents the game will not sold because it's an Xbox Game Studio game. Not only that, was on Steam too, where the majority of the buyers are these days. How do we know? Because we have the proof. The majority of buyers over there on Steam just did not care for this game. Because why? Because you got these articles talking shit, and you got this media outlets talking shit and trashing on the game instead of talking about the beauty behind it. It's okay if some moves can be interrupted, but should be the same for your character. Said before, Microsoft doesn't keep things around that aren't making them money. So let's hear this, chat.
The one thing that I wanted to say, though,
Check this out.
and I've been trying to articulate this, and I talked a little bit about this, I think, on the stream, but if I had more time and inclination, I would even make a video about this, because I think this is, there's something here. I think this is the outcry, right, about not only the discs, but about PlayStation generally over the last few years. Because I've been on record as saying that I believe that there is something really weird going on. Like there's something weird in the ether. Something doesn't feel right.
Something doesn't feel right. I mean, bro, just admit to it that you guys are back to the PlayStation 3 era. That's the problem. You guys thought this monster went away, but you guys brought him back.
Right? Like it doesn't. There's something weird about PlayStation right now. And whether it matters or not, whether it tracks for the market or not, is a totally different story or a different series of stories. But what I think I've come to realize is we are seeing the outburst, reasonably so, of a group of people on a console and in the console space that are starting to realize that it's no longer about them. And I was saying recently that I said it on social, I think, actually, that I kind of already realized this intuitively in the early to mid PS4 generation, when you started to see like what was doing well and how things were going and how things were selling and how people were spending their time. And I remember being blown away over and over and over again during that era, and even in the early Sacred Symbols era, where we would discover like, how much are they selling these things on Fortnite for? What? Like, you know, Madden Ultimate Team cards make what? Like, and you start kind of internalizing this idea. It's like, this can't possibly be true and it be about me anymore. And I think that people have gone along reasonably so under the idea that, oh no, no matter what kind of casual play goes on this console, it really runs through us. And we kind of determine the direction of things. And I'm like, I don't think so. And I think they're telling you that. And that's a tough fucking pill to swallow. Because I understand that a lot of us were there since the beginning, and people like us are the ones that constructed this place. But they don't really...
You're right. You guys constructed this place, but you guys let them be egotistical. That was your main problem. Because every fucking time, we warned you about it for years and years on end. We kept on warning you. Hey, look, you guys better fight this company. You guys better do this. You guys better do that. You know what y'all did? Y'all said, hey, PlayStation is good. You know, PlayStation is great. PlayStation's doing fantastic. Everything is good. Oh, let them charge us $10 for quality. The SSD is magical. Oh, liquid metal doesn't leak. Oh, all this BS you guys said out there about this. And now you guys are angry of how it is. Now. But okay, let's keep going.
Really care. And so we either and you can't. This is why when people were upset when I tweeted this last week, but it's true. It's like when they're talking about exclusive games and how important they are, I'm like, don't you see the inverse relationship between exclusivity and money made?
The Embers made what was it? Let me go back to this. Hold on, let me read this. Let me put this over here.
I'm like, don't you see the inverse relationship between exclusivity and money made?
The inverse between exclusivity and money made. Huh, interesting.
It might not be causal, but it exists. In other words, like, our behavior doesn't move the fucking needle. All of this shit does. They're making more and more and more and more and more money, releasing fewer and fewer and fewer first-party games, many of which don't even sell, like Saros.
Many don't even fucking sell like Saros. Oh, you see? These guys don't know what they're talking about. Okay.
Which was played by a virtually irrelevant number of people. When you consider they have 125 or 130 million monthly active users and 500,000 people played it. And then what you walk away from that is that your behavior matters. Like,
right, yeah.
And I describe it as a level of myopia. It's not an attack. It's not an insult. It sucks for me too. If PlayStation was what I wanted it to be, it wouldn't look like this. Does this make any sense to you guys? I really think that there's something here about the PlayStation audience coming to a realization about itself. That, by the way, the Nintendo audience had to come to. They had their come to this moment in the Wii U era. It's like, actually, this is all that exists of you right now. You know, you're not as big as you think. There needs to be way more of you. And I think Sony looks at it that way, and certainly Xbox with their ambitions to reach 1 billion players and shit like that. Like, it's not I hate to say it. It's just an observation. It's not an endorsement.
Yeah, it's not a pleasurable thing to acknowledge.
So Mike Johnson said these guys, they don't know what they're talking about. Mike Johnson, I've been talking about this years on end. So you're saying I don't know what I'm talking about? I've been talking about this for years now. I've been telling you guys all this fucking time. And I've said it before. Maybe exclusives are not the thing anymore. Maybe they're not. How does Louis know this? Because I watch the player behavior. And where does Louis watch the player behavior? I see it over there with Matt Piscatella, a great analyst that he puts in Circana every freaking week. What was everybody playing the whole week? Or what was everybody playing, you know, for the whole month? And we see the same damn fucking games though. We see them. So those guys are Xbox refugees. How are they Xbox refugees? They're speaking the truth though. I mean, even on the Xbox side, this is happening too. It's on all sides, Mike Johnson. How is that refugees when he's speaking the truth? When he's saying the whole truth that it's not the same anymore. We've been telling them about this for years and years on end. It's AI Mike. Yep, it's good old Mike Johnson. Halo so damn well on PlayStation? Okay. Right. You see what I mean? So 1.5 million is actually good numbers for you guys. Damn. The thing is, Judas Rush, here's the thing though. Here's what's happening. Let me explain what's happening, though, Judas. Let me explain what's happening. Yesterday, I showed you guys a picture. I think it was yesterday I showed you guys a picture of a person that was talking to another person. One person said, I love video games, and this other person, I love video games too. And one side, you saw that person with a catalog of games, Astrobot, what was it, Astrobot, give me a couple games. Just say Days Gone, God of War, several of them, like several different type of games. But on the other side, though, you see the person with FIFA 99, FIFA 2000, FIFA 2001, 2002, 2003, 2004, 2005, 2006, until 2021, 2023 when it became FC 24. That's the only games he plays. Nothing against you. You guys don't know what they're talking about. Don't let them fool you. They're not fooling me, Mike Johnson, because listen, to be honest though, for the first fucking time, these guys out here are stating facts. I mean, they probably stated facts before on several things, but this is the first time I hear them say something factual out here about PlayStation itself. That is not the same thing. That they want it to be the same way. I mean, Mike, how are your exclusives going around? I mean, this generation, when it comes down to exclusive, PlayStation has not thrown out exclusives as they did the last generation, though. Hasn't thrown out everything. I mean, if we take away the remakes, the remasters, and the director's cuts, what are they throwing for you? New games. Tell me, how many of them have they thrown to you? It's not the same as last generation when you had Genshin Impact, not Genshin Impact. What's that shit called? I forgot the name of that game too. When you had Sony Japan Studios making games, we had all these games coming out left, right, up, down from PlayStation itself. This generation haven't given you shit. Uncharted, Days Gone, all this stuff. So, Broke Boy says, from me in general, I don't like games that take forever or feels like forever to play. I've got around 60 hours in E33 and 70 in Avowed. That's the most I ever played for any RPG. Don't let them fool you from the pony. Sounds like they know, right? I knew this was going to be controversial today. 1.5 million is total across all platforms. Your point? But again, it doesn't matter if it's across all platforms or not. What matters is the number, right? So 1.5 million. So Astrobot sold 1 point something, and you guys were happy. Like, yay, Astrobot sold this much. It's so good because it didn't cost that much. Hey. That's how you guys act. Spider-Man, Wolverine. So wait, hold on a second. Wait, Mike Johnson. Wait. Stop right there. Since when GTA has been part of PlayStation? The last time I heard is from Rockstar, though, but this Oh, Lord. Oh, chat. This is the best thing I've ever seen, though. Oh, my God. He says Spider-Man Wolverine GTA 6 says when GTA was made from... Oh, my God. Oh, Lord. I'm dying right here. This man's trying to give me a heart attack from laughter. Ah, shit. Mike Johnson, come on, man. Bring up a better argument. You should have said Demon Souls. Instead of giving me GTA 6, what does GTA 6 have to do with PlayStation? And don't come to me with the marketing shit, because right now, we know who got the marketing and it ain't PlayStation. Right now, this very moment, and they got ahead for 6 hours. Maybe they got a little spoof of marketing, though, but it's not like they got the whole thing for themselves, because Netflix right now has GTA locked in. How do I know? Yesterday I was in Netflix watching, Friends, because I had nothing else to watch on. But yes, I logged in, said, let me see what I'm going to see, though, and all of a sudden I see GTA 6 right there showing up, marketing itself on Netflix. Oh, interesting. Jesus Christ, man. This is the best thing. So GTA 6 is part of PlayStation. I cannot believe you guys stuck that thing in your head. No joke. Token sells 500K, massive success. Halo sells 1.2 million, massive flop. Yep, that's what they're saying though. Look, how's Token doing, my friends? How's Token doing? And the funny part about Token is that it plays better on fucking PlayStation than it does on PC. And yet they didn't buy it. How much do you think they have to pay? Oh, they paid a lot of cash. So to hold it up for 6 hours, I mean, shit. Because it must not have been cheap. Because here's what's funny, though, bro, boy. They had to spend a lot of money, though, to keep it for 6 hours. Because, I don't know if we will ever find that shit out. 4.1 players on Steam at the moment, yep. Token is a flop with the number, especially using Marvel IP, Taken 8, SF6, and Mortal Kombat did better numbers. And that is terrible for Token. Not only that, you know why? I'll tell you why it flopped. I'll tell you why it flopped. Because those idiots decided to let Sony block it and put it just on PlayStation and on fucking PC. Why did you guys let the game be everywhere? That's the thing, and that they fell into the trap of trying to keep the whole exclusive shit to a console, and that's a problem. Reviews don't sell games, Mike Johnson. We've been through that. Because look at Sorrows, it didn't sell shit. If Token would have been everywhere, I mean, that shit would have sold at least 1.2, 1.3 million copies. Not 500,000 copies. That's shameful. Not only that, broken as fuck, too. And, yep, oh, Lord, Matt Fig just came in with the killer. He says, old COD games outselling all PS games on PS. Wow. So you mean to tell me what Colin is saying is fake? When old COD games are selling all PlayStation games? When COD itself sells more than a PlayStation game? When GTA 6 sells more than a PlayStation game? Shit. Ask about the Gotti, how did it sell? Oh, Lord. Halo also Token and Sorrows. That's shameful. Yo, Louis, why are you so angry about video games? Laugh my ass off. No, I'm not angry about that. I'm just here trolling, having some fun, my friend C Fresh. I mean, if you're not listening to the conversation you just hopped in, you got to listen to these dudes. These dudes started talking to me about a bunch of BS because of the Kotaku article. C Fresh, I got a question. C Fresh, and this is for you. You know how I am with, we talk a lot, right? Check this out. Do you think a game deserves this? Check this out. Do you think a video game deserves this? Imagine you. If The Last of Us got this same treatment. I'm just saying, imagine this. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm just saying, imagine that Last of Us got this treatment. That because Last of Us was on PlayStation, right? And since it departed from PlayStation and now became its own IP, now we got to go ahead and buy it. Imagine you hearing that. How would you feel? How would you feel? I mean, if that ever happened, I would be here and saying, what the fuck? And I would seriously sit here and tell you what I think about The Last of Us. And I will tell you, what? I mean, the game was great when it was made because those guys put a lot of hard work into it. And now those guys wanted to sell it because it's away from PlayStation? I mean, what does that change, though? It's the same fucking game it was 3 or 4 years ago. Come on, man. Not like this, man. When you read stuff like this, you get aggravated because there's a lot of people with a lot of work in it. Why Asha didn't let Gears E-Day release everywhere? Oh, so you're mad because Gears of War is not going everywhere? I got the answer for you, Mike Johnson. It's that simple. Why didn't you guys buy Reloaded? Why didn't you guys buy Reloaded, though? Simple question. Halo failed because Asha pulled the trailer from the State of Play. Good, I'm glad she did. Because I got a question, though. Sometimes, and this is true, I'm being as honest as I can be. You guys, I'm not kidding. The other day out there, a bunch of you all were complaining that Xbox not competing, PlayStation is being a bitch and everything. And now when Xbox going out there and compete, you guys complain about that too? I don't care. I supported South of Midnight Day One on there. You see, that's what you call a video game fan right there. That's what you call a video game fan. Look what he said. I don't care. I supported South of Midnight Day One on PlayStation because he loves to play games. But this is what I mean, though. Can you imagine an article popping that shit up and talking all that shit with The Last of Us, talking all shit with Days Gone, talking all this shit? I mean, that's fucking crazy. The Gears of War E-Day controller is fire and charging dock for 8-bit do is. There you go. Awesome stuff. So here's the funny part, right, chat? Here's the funny part. Colin said this, and now everybody is against Colin because of what he said. But listen, Colin is not wrong what he's saying, though. He's right. And believe it or not, he's right, because I've been seeing this for the last 2 years. I've seen the player behavior, though. Kids nowadays, us nowadays, are even playing more of these free-to-play games, more of this. Why do you think, chat, and I'm being honest with you, why do you think these guys have not done the jump from last gen to this gen? Why do you think they haven't done it? What do you think they haven't done? Why do you think there's still 35 to 40 million PlayStation? Or let's drop the number a little bit less. It's between 30 to 40 million PlayStation fans that are still on a PS4 and have still not jumped to the PS5. Because they're playing that one game. They don't need to do that jump. They're like, man, I'm not going to pay this much money to do this. Same goes to Xbox. Xbox is the same thing. Let's say there's 30 million Xbox One users out there. Why haven't they done that jump to the Xbox Series, though? Because they still have that one game that they're playing. That's it. They don't care about anything else. Xbox should stop those zero physical releases. I think didn't South of Midnight come, bro? Boy, since you brought the physical thing on South of Midnight, did it come with a disc or not? I mean, I don't know because I didn't get it though. I wasn't one guy that was gonna get that. But here's a funny thing, JTB. I mean, he's right for what he's saying because look, at the end of the day, though, he's looking at things that are coming out. I mean, he's speaking the truth about things. He's looking at this box and saying, "Oh shit! I mean, these games are making way more money than even the exclusive itself." Oh, so you guys are now waking up. I've been telling you guys for years what exclusives are. The difference is what other people are actually playing. I mean, the numbers are there. They keep on popping up. Fortnite is still on last gen, 100%. It's me, the boy Lewis, with the $5 super chat. I like watching PS fanboys defend token sales. Players, because it's a niche fighting game. Well, if a game is niche, why limit the platforms on it? It's on. Exactly. No, this or something. Oh, that's crazy though. I mean, that's something, you see, I'm with you there, Rachel. I mean, now that's another thing that gets me kind of aggravated, though. I mean, if I buy something, give me at least a disc, though. I would have been a nice feature instead of fucking code like they did with me with the Doom $90 thing. I was pretty pissed off with that. I got like this teeny weeny little short, what's it called? BFG. And I was like, okay, so what am I going to do? Use it as the cricket from Men in Black? Shit. And I get this cool metal box, and when you open it up, it's the code. Yay! Come on, man. I don't like this. Louis, first console. Oh, my Johnson. Oh, my Johnson. This is why media has you guys the way you guys do. You guys got to forget about the fucking I wish you guys forget about that bullshit. And I'm not saying because they're winning or not, because at the end of the day, that doesn't bother me who wins or not. I'm just saying I hope you guys forget about that shit, because with console sales, your studio shuts down. With console sales, your physicals are getting shut down. With console sales, a bunch of things are happening. It doesn't do nothing to you guys. It's just a number that they go out there and throw it so investors can be happy, like, oh, it's number one, that's it. But what does it do for us as gamers, though? That the box sold this much? But each day, we get a new game coming out. Each day, a new game comes out, and this game is not even selling because all of us are focused on how much money the company is making instead of focusing on what am I going to play, or what am I going to enjoy, and talk more about games than what we used to, though. Nowadays, oh, console sales, yes, PlayStation 1, yay, I'm happy. And to be honest, though, looking at console sales, they ain't looking at they're not looking that pretty as last gen. I mean, we're literally 6 years in, and there are 90 million consoles. Price on week, 84.51 with the $2 super. Even though I don't have an Xbox, I do buy my games. There you go. Oh, without consoles, you get 3,000, 2,000. Oh, C-Fresh, hold on. Wait a minute. You ready for this? You're not going to like me today. Oh, but with console sales, without console, you get 32,000 layouts. But with console sales, you shut down. Blue Point, one of the best studios out there because you couldn't find a project for them to do. Seriously, Blue Point out of all of them. Concord is a failure. Massive failure. And we and you talked about that game. Oh, 95. Oh, it's good. Oh, it's good. Last generation, right at the time right now, they were up to 100 million, up to 120 million close by. Almost 5 or 6 years in, and look at them. How are they doing? How are they doing? How the lady from Norbit says. How are they doing? Yeah, exactly. How are they doing, though? Oh, PlayStation gives TCL 51% of its TV shares. The car project they were hoping to do that they spent a shit ton of money on doing gets shut down. That's with console sales. Let me keep it going. London Studios gets shut down after Jim Ryan invites them to dinner, has a party with them. The next day it gets shut down. Let me keep it going. Sony Japan Studios dies. Let me keep it going. Come on, Concord fails. Like I said again, let me keep it going. Bungie makes a seriously game that nobody talks about that much. Let me keep it going. I mean, I can just keep it going if you want me to. I can keep it going if you want me to, if you want to get into that debate. Oh, it is the same, my friend, because listen, this generation, the thing is, what's making money is these third-party games more than they ever made. And last gen PlayStation, why did it win? Because it had PlayStation exclusive year content every single year. And how did we find out the truth about this? And I've been talking about it since the ABK deal. Whether you like it or not, Call of Duty was what driven it. Microsoft do layoffs every year. Oh, all companies do layoffs every year. What does that have to do with this? Naughty Dog hasn't released a game this generation. Ah, shit. Oh, if we go in way more deeper than this. Oh. Cost always help because the software attachment rate is boo-boo, 100%. I agree with you there too. PS closed more studios than Microsoft and has less studio. And PS has canceled more games than what Microsoft canceled games too. Jesus Christ, how many games have PlayStation canceled? And they're coming to me, talking to me all this BS and not looking at the truth. I mean, Colin said the truth the other day. Colin said the truth. I mean, what was wrong with what Colin was saying, though? He's right, though. This is what these guys are playing. It's Pony Illusion, and the funny thing is, now they're competing who has the most layoffs. Incredible. They think because whoever has the most layoffs is the winner. We're talking about people's jobs, for fuck's sakes. And what I'm seeing, yeah, that's right. So Pony's scared of the truth, which is confirmation. There's nothing wrong with the truth. We've been talking about this for years and years and years and years on end. And there's nothing wrong with this thing. We're saying the truth though. People nowadays are not getting into this. What has Wolverine ever done to me though? The only thing I even said it before. I have to see more gameplay of Wolverine because there's something in there that just is not convincing me. But I'm not mad at Wolverine. What has Wolverine ever done to me though? Conquer failed Xbox fanboys need to move on. No, we're not gonna move on from that. No, that's never gonna happen, Mike Johnson. That's never gonna happen. But here, I'm mad at Wolverine. Go talk to Push Square. Go talk to IGN. Go talk to them dudes that they're literally saying, this game is kind of like how funny how the scripts flip right there with that game. Why? Why are they saying this? It's got me curious about Wolverine. Serico Peak Sony Group Corporation employed 182,000 globally in the year 2000, which is currently headcount stands at 94,000. Holy shit! So they got rid of almost 100,000 people. Ah, damn! And they want to go out there and talk about it, man. You know that's. Oh my god. You know what it feels like, Chad? I feel like, this is what these PlayStation fanboys do, though. When some truth comes out, they grab a little bit of hot sauce, rub it in there, and be like, ah! When Conquer failed, that was the first thing PS fanboys said. It was about Redfall. It's going to be a while. PS fanboys still talk about Redfall. Mitchell Louis, didn't they shut down The Last of Us and God of War Spider-Man? Yes, they did, which was a terrible, terrible, terrible idea. I don't know why they shut down those games. They should have come up with it. Now, look, in their defense, look, one thing I was sitting there looking at this, I was like, why are you making 13 live service games? All you need is like 3 or 4. And let the studios cook. That's all you had to do. 3 or 4 of the studios cook. I mean, a Spider-Man multiplayer would have been fantastic, though. I mean, who the hell wouldn't be happy running around with their friends, web swinging and taking down baddies together, That would have been awesome, though. Would have been awesome. That's one. 2, let me see. The God of War, though, no. I don't know. I don't see that being a multiplayer. Twisted Metal, though, would have been awesome. Last of Us would have been awesome because I did play The Last of Us multiplayer. I was in California. I was like, wait, this is fun, though. Why didn't they release this shit? Come on, man. But I'm talking about the old version, not the new version, just in case, though, Chad. Just telling you, though. Oh, it's a new move for Crackdown. Oh, y'all remember Crackdown? Oh, man, they are so mad today because of what Colin said. Listen, the truth is right there. Stop putting hot sauce in your eyes to hide from the truth, though. Seriously, you guys. I think you guys grab some hot sauce and rub it in your eye and be like, no, I cannot see what he's saying, though. Not kidding you. Come on, guys. Wake up and smell the fresh air. I mean, if you don't believe me, the numbers are right there. Just go to Matt Piscatella Circana and go through the last 6 months and you'll see what's number 1 and what's number 2, what's number 3, what's number 4, what's number 5. 1 to 10, though. Come on, guys. Pickles' games were never shut down. They were released, never released. So much PlayStation talk on the podcast. Oh, so much PlayStation talk on the podcast. But again, what am I saying that's awful about PlayStation? You guys are so aggravated about. When I'm just speaking the truth about it. Did I say PlayStation sucks? Did I say PlayStation's dog shit? Did I say all that shit? I mean, I'm being honest though. I'm just stating what Colin said though. What's wrong with what Colin said though? He's speaking the truth. And now he's just speaking because shit. All these guys out there, especially the guys who don't buy disc, are complaining, right? They're complaining like, oh no, PlayStation, you're taking away my disc. Okay, what are you guys doing about it? And now you want PlayStation to respond to you because of the disc? You think they're going to respond to you? The company you guys made into this monster are going to respond to you? The guys who, I told you guys to complain about the $10 upgrades, but you guys didn't. You guys said, oh, it's for quality reasons. I told you guys to complain about if you're getting a PS5 Pro, at least fucking ask for a stand. Or you guys went out there and paid $30 for a plastic thing. I mean, what can I do? You guys created this monster, and now you want him to talk to you? That's not gonna happen. You know what you do, Louis? No, I'm being honest though. Oh, you know what I do? Oh, so now he's laughing though. Ho, 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 ho. Oh, man. Oh, so they mad because, you know, the whole Colin thing. Oh, man. I knew this was going to happen. I don't know what Colin said. Who cares? Oh, you don't know what he said, though? Okay. Oh, then you want me to play it back? I'll play it back for you to listen. I got no problem. I can play it. You ain't going to be happy, though. Time to play Bloodborne, says Eric Von Eric. Ah, what did Colin say? Oh, you guys want to hear it? Here, I'll play it back for you guys. Listen to this since you guys are just hopped in. Let me just put it right here. Let's go back to it. Wow, I checked the Discord what Pickle sent me. Here, I'll just play it for you guys again. Here you go. Watch this. And he even takes a jab at Xbox on something. Oh, shoot. Hold on. I thought it was. Hold on. Let me play back. Sorry about that. I thought I had it on the screen. Sorry. My bad, chat. Here you go. Just let's go to Discord. I thought it was. All right, here we go. Play.
The one thing that I wanted to say, though, and I've been trying to articulate this, and I talked a little bit about this, I think, on the stream, but if I had more time and inclination, I would even make a video about this, because I think this is, there's something here. I think this is the outcry, right, about not only the discs, but about PlayStation generally over the last few years. Because I've been on record as saying that I believe that there is something really weird going on. Like there's something weird in the ether. Something doesn't feel right. Right? Like it doesn't. There's something weird about PlayStation right now. And whether it matters or not, whether it tracks for the market or not, is a totally different story or a different series of stories. But what I think I've come to realize is we are seeing the outburst, reasonably so, of a group of people on a console and in a console space that are starting to realize that it's no longer about them. And I was saying recently that I said it on social, I think, actually, that I kind of already realized this intuitively in the early to mid PS4 generation. When you started to see like what was doing well and how things were going and how things were selling and how people were spending their time. And I remember being blown away over and over and over again during that era, and even in the early Sacred Symbols era, where we would discover like, how much are they selling these things on Fortnite for? What? Like, you know, Madden Ultimate Team cards make what? Like, and you start kind of internalizing this idea. It's like, this can't possibly be true and it be about me anymore. And I think that people have gone along reasonably so under the idea that, oh no, no matter what kind of casual play goes on this console, it really runs through us. And we kind of determine the direction of things. And I'm like, I don't think so. And I think they're telling you that. And that's a tough fucking pill to swallow. Because I understand that a lot of us were there since the beginning, and people like us are the ones that constructed this place. But they don't really care. And so we either, and you can't. This is why when people were upset when I tweeted this last week, but it's true. It's like when they're talking about exclusive games and how important they are, I'm like, don't you see the inverse relationship between exclusivity and money made? It might not be causal, but it exists. In other words, like, our behavior doesn't move the fucking needle. All of this shit does. They're making more and more and more and more and more money, releasing fewer and fewer and fewer first-party games, many of which don't even sell, like Saros, which was played by a virtually irrelevant number of people. When you consider they have 125 or 130 million monthly active users and 500,000 people played it. And then what you walk away from that is that your behavior matters. Like,
right, yeah.
And I describe it as a level of myopia. It's not an attack. It's not an insult. It sucks for me too. If PlayStation was what I wanted it to be, it wouldn't look like this. Does this make any sense to you guys? I really think that there's something here about the PlayStation audience coming to a realization about itself. That, by the way, the Nintendo audience had to come to. They had their come to Jesus moment in the Wii U era. It's like, actually, this is all that exists of you right now. You know, you're not as big as you think. There needs to be way more of you. And I think Sony looks at it that way, and certainly Xbox with their ambitions to reach 1 billion players and shit like that. Like it's not I hate to say it. It's just an observation. It's not an endorsement.
Yeah, it's not a pleasurable thing to acknowledge.
There you go. There you go. You love Colin now? What does this have to do with me hating or loving a person? Sometimes I always say this. I even said this before with a lot of people out there with their opinions. I may not agree with the opinion. Does that mean I hate you? No. Does that mean I dislike you? No. First off, I don't know Colin personally. I never talked to him personally. I never sat down, had a conversation with him personally. So I don't know who he is or nothing for me to hate him upon. I mean, bro. Why does everybody have to go out here and be like, oh, you love this dude or you love this guy? No. Listen, this is an opinion talk that I've been personally talking about it for years. I've talked about it for years. This is what it amazes me. I'm like, wow, they finally waking up and seeing the whole truth. That I've been talking about it for years. And then they call me a hater because I'm speaking the truth about how things are when it comes to these companies. All right, listen. You constructed this company, yes. You guys constructed it, you guys put the money in, and now the company's here at this top. But the thing is, you guys are starting to wake up and realize it's not the same thing as it was years ago. All these companies are not the same as it was years ago. People want to go back. People don't want to go back. They want to say, oh, I want the 360 era to come back. I want all this stuff to come back. I want all this shit to happen. But here's the fun part, though. This generation, there's been tons, and they have pumped tons of great games out here. Tons, and I do mean tons, that have not even reached 10 or 15 million in sales. We have a problem out here, and it's that the player behavior has changed. A lot of us want exclusives. A lot of us want this. A lot of us want that. But once it's there, you know what we do? Oh, it's there. Okay, let me wait for a sale because I don't want to spend 70 on it, because that's another thing too. We don't have the money to sit here and spend on all these games as we used to. Now we're picking on what to buy and what to play. And the funny thing is it's less and less every year because even us as adults, I'm talking about my generation, which I have gone out, talked to people and say, hey, how old are you? Well, I'm 35, I'm 36, I'm 42, I'm 45. Oh, do you game? Yes. What do you game on? Oh, I game on PlayStation. Okay. What game do you play? Oh, I just play Grand Theft Auto. I'm like, wait, so you don't like God of War? No, I don't care for that shit. That's what they tell me. I'm like, why don't you sit there and play it? God of War's got a good story. Oh, no, because, it's long, and when I get home, I just want to go in and play some multiplayer and that's it. I don't want to deal with stories and all that crap. I'm like, whoa. I mean, even us have changed the player behavior. Even us have changed that. Why don't you play his opinion on Xbox? Oh, so you're mad because I'm not playing an opinion on Xbox because for one day I agree with him about something? So now I've got to listen to the rest of his opinions? You gotta love this shit. You gotta love this shit. Listen. Honestly, Xbox goal for trying to get 1 billion players is a unrealistic goal. Nowadays I don't doubt nothing. I just let them work and do what they gotta do. If they can reach 1 billion players, cool. If they can't, cool too. What I worry about is what am I gonna play next? And another thing, see fresh, because again, the thing is, Colin is saying something I've been saying myself for years and years and years and years and years and years on end. And the thing is, you guys are mad about what he said, but he's not taking a jab against PlayStation because he even said it himself in the video. I'm not insulting it. I'm not taking a jab. I'm just saying what I'm seeing out here. And so because he's seeing it, now you guys are mad at him because of what he's seeing? When I have the same discussion years and years on end, I've been telling you guys, look, it's not the same thing, blah, blah, blah. You guys called me a hater for it? My neighbor bought a PlayStation and only plays Ubisoft games. I shared him Ghost of Tsushima and Zero Dawn. They didn't like it. And funny enough, when you look at Ghost of Tsushima and Zero Dawn, it's like Assassin's Creed itself. I mean, what the hell? Oh, Lord. Oh. It's unrealistic. They're already at 500 million. But okay, but wait. Gen X Gamer, let's clear this out. Let's clear this out. Let's be honest about this though. They have 500 million users, right? But they have 1 billion Xbox total users. That's 1 billion users in Xbox. What they mean by 1 billion users, you gotta include mobile, you gotta include Game Pass, you gotta include Battle.net, you gotta include all that stuff that they have under the wing. It's not that Game Pass has 1 billion users. No. Have fun with Wolverine, my friend. Have fun. I still gotta watch more gameplay. There's some stuff in there that's still not convinced though. But yes, Google poll. Colin woke up and said something. It's not unrealistic. There are, let me see. I'm including that. Okay. Oh, you're including that? Okay. All right. Yeah, because that's the thing, though. I mean, we gotta be honest when it comes down to things. I can't be like, oh yes, it has 1 billion users. Oh hey, but it's not Game Pass users. We gotta be honest, though. You know, we gotta be honest, 100%. We can't be like, oh, you know, hey, Dead Leopard, good morning. Here enjoying ponies be mad at Colin. They're calling them Xbox refugees. Same thing they did with Marlon, though. Same thing they did with Marlon. They call him a pony. Every time we know when they sit there and say something, oh, damn. And the funny thing is, he even said it in his video. I'm not taking a jab at this. I'm just speaking of something I'm seeing. And what's wrong with speaking of something he's seeing? Because, listen, funny enough, we've been calling this for years. Ever since the ABK deal happened. And I know, Chad, I know. I've mentioned this every single time. But the ABK deal was the wake-up call for us. The truth was there. PlayStation went nuts. They did not want to lose Call of Duty. Because if they knew they lost Call of Duty, that would have been it for the console. I'm like, well, wait a minute. Don't your exclusives matter? And then we figured, and then Jim Ryan, in the same things, he came out and literally said that. Come on, man. $1 billion is the entire machine, not the console and Game Pass. That's why Asha said why Minecraft don't have a sequel yet. Well, the thing is, Minecraft on its own produces a shit ton of money. And listen, and I told you guys this with all honesty and all the love in the world. I mean, I look at the Super Mario from Nintendo movie versus the Minecraft movie, and I gotta say the Super Mario from back in the day, from 1990s when John Leguizamo was way more better than the Minecraft movie. I mean, I watched the Minecraft movie and I was bored as hell. And yet that shit racked up almost 800 million views. 800 million, almost, they were close to Mario beating the Mario record, no joke. That thing was nuts on how many people went to watch Minecraft, and that movie was bad. I was like, this is bad. This is just not, no. Like seriously, like if you ask me, Louis, what video game movie would you watch again? Well, I would watch Warcraft, which was okay. You know, I would watch The Last of Us TV series. I would watch the Twisted Metal TV series again. You know, I would watch. What else would I watch though on TV? Fallout TV series, which has been great. I like the Halo one. It wasn't, for a lot of people, wasn't that great, but I like the Halo 2. I would rewatch those. But if you tell me go watch Minecraft, I'll be like, no. I'd rather go watch Mario. No, from 1990s. No. You aren't a Minecraft game? No, listen, Gen X Gamer, listen. It's not because I'm a Minecraft gamer. It's just the plot was so bad. Oh, God. It was a bad plot. But Jack Black always did a good job, you know. Gen Alpha loves Minecraft. I'm not lying. They seriously love it. Yes, they do. It's insane. But you're right, Gen X Gamer. Xbox is doing right with the IP they own. Yep, that's true. They're not doing right with it. I mean, it's like what I say though, because people talk to me about exclusives, right? They're like, yes, we're getting this exclusive back. But I'm like, okay, hold up a minute. Let me ask you a question though, with a lot of love though. What are they gonna do with their services? What do you mean? What are they gonna do with the service? I mean, if you notice, years before, I mean, since last generation, and ever since the ABK deal, the key point is this: services is what is bringing in the money towards these companies. So what are they gonna do with their own games? I mean, can Call of Duty figure out something that if you're subscribed to Game Pass Ultimate, you get discounts throughout the whole time with Battle Pass and everything like that, you know? Crazy Louis, there's a huge difference between prestige and engagement. Kojima has prestige while Fortnite has engagement. There you go. That's true. Kojima is prestige and Fortnite has engagement, and Fortnite has 660 million users, for fuck's sake. Jesus. Just to assure in Minecraft on YouTube, millions of views on the game, almost 20 years old. Yep. Yep. It's just like Counter-Strike, though. When you go to Steam, the first thing you buy is Counter-Strike. I mean, I'm just saying, though. I mean, that was the first thing I bought on Steam, Counter-Strike. Because I remember playing that shit back in the day. Counter-Strike is big over there on Steam, though. Shoot. Xbox and Sony aren't making the obvious games. What do you mean by one, Mike Johnson? What is one? One is the loneliest number that is that what you're singing the song? You feel lonely, Mike? No worries, Mike. It's okay. You're here. Don't feel lonely. Sony won't be able to save PlayStation again if the PS6 flops. Well, here's my take though. For the PS6 though, here's my take. So right now we got a thing with the disc going on, right? It's gonna get to a point where no matter what we do, no matter what we do, and this is the truth though, because you know people are like, oh, you know, probably the series, you know, probably the Helix is not gonna come out with a disc or not, whatever. Look, the thing is that that even though it could come with a disc drive or not, it's gonna get to a point where these companies are just gonna flip. They're just not gonna make any more discs though, because it's not the money making machine as it was. I mean, you got companies leaving Blu-rays, you got companies, you know, not making the hardware anymore. And of course, there's smaller companies that are making them, but you know it's gonna be tough for people to go out there and just pick up these discs. So these companies that make discs are gonna do the flip thing. They're gonna say, okay, let's invest in something else and let's get it producing something else that people want to buy actually, you know, or companies want to get from us. So that's why, you know, at the end of the day, by the time I'm gonna say this though as a theory talk, I think by the time 2030 or 2032 goes by, we're probably going to see this go away totally, you know. Probably see this go away. So and this is, I'm just speaking, you know, things that without knowing though, but I see a lot, like I said, I saw a lot of companies pull away. I see people going into services. I see people doing all this stuff more than anything these days. So I don't know what's gonna happen when it comes down to physical media, but I know is one thing is for the PS6, they're gonna lose a lot of people in there. Not a bunch, but a lot though. And yeah, people are just gonna be spread out thin though. Now, will consoles sell most next generation? I think there's still people out there who want to buy a console though. I think there's still people out there who want to buy a console, but it all depends on what price it comes out. Let's see how it goes though. Chinese Lancer computers looks neat. Even their cars look good. I mean, have you seen the Chinese cars? Holy shit! The other day I went to see a car. The car talks to you. It's like, "Hello, Louis." I'm like, "Oh, hello, car. Would you like me to turn on the heat on your seats?" I'm like, "What? You want to heat me up, car?" "Oh, yes, I do." I was like, "Whoa, this car's in love with me." I never gotten so much love from anything in my life, though. This car is showing me love. Physical with distributor that will sell you merch, vinyl controllers, and figurines. You sure, Louis? You saw the RAM is bought out for till 2027. They say 2027, but I think it's going to be beyond that, Pickles. It's going to be beyond that. Physical will disappear, but they will sell you merch, vinyl controllers, and figurines. Now people will spend $300 on each game to fill the void of physical games. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's gone up to that, my friend. Oh, sorry about that. But, yeah. It's gone up to that. Laugh, hello, you're getting turned on by the car. Oh, man. Hey, listen. Listen. Let me tell you something. I never said I was getting turned on by the car, though. But when it talks, it's like, hello, Louis. I'm like, hello, car. How are you? He's like, would you like me to turn the seats on so you get more comfortable? The heat on the seats so you get more comfortable. I'm like, car, so you're trying to turn me on? He's like, yes. You know, I'm trying to heat you up, my friend. Be like, whoa, all this loving. Yeah. Hey. There's going to be another demanding stock in the next generation. Yeah, but that's the thing, though, like, and then we're going to get to the point, though, that it's going to suck, but probably consoles will disappear. And it's going to be all apps. We're going to get to that point, chat. We're going to be 60 years old, probably be like, yeah, you know, and now if we play 10 games a year, at 60 years old, we're going to play 1 or 2 games a year. It's going to get to that, chat. You won't have the same reflections, though. I can guarantee you that, though. But, chat, look, at the end of the day, though, listen, right? Look. Changes are happening. And what Colin means out here in general serious, no, I'm being serious though, without the console war and all this stuff, having fun and all this shit, I'm being serious about it. It's just not the same anymore as it was. These companies have to change with the times. Because look, we are getting old. A lot of us here, we love the gaming, we love playing these video games, but this is a hobby, but it's not the same thing as it was 20 years ago when we sat down and we spent the whole afternoon playing games. We sat down and spent the whole afternoon doing this or doing that, or spent a Sunday just playing the game all day because it was raining outside, you couldn't go outside. We don't have that time anymore. It's getting tough on us. Unless if you're retired. If you're retired, you know, making money, that's cool, but that will be when you're 60, but still, you got family, you got grandkids, you got stuff you got to do. You got trips to take with the family, you got things you got to do, because at the end of the day, though, you're probably the only gamer at your home while your wife or missus doesn't play video games like you do. So you got to head out, you got to go out, you got to have fun. You know, that's how life is. We just don't have the time as we used to before, and it's going to get worse for us each and every time. And now if you're looking to having kids, you know, that takes a gander off you. The only way you can play games is by having a handheld. I mean, I've seen a lot of people, like I said, I sit here and I talk to a lot of people and I watch their behavior change. Before, they used to game every day. Now they're gaming 2 or 3 times a week. Now they're gaming once a week. And what do they game, though? They hop in and play Grand Theft Auto because they cannot continue playing a story game as they used to. Or they're tired of the story games because it feels like it's the same story all the freaking time. Oh, revenge plot. Oh, this, oh, that. You know, it's like they ran out of ideas, though. And now, people just want to go back to the 1980s because, kind of funny, though, we're back in the 80s playing style era where we pop in a game, and what was the purpose of it? Oh, let's go save the princess. Oh, let's go do this. Oh, let's go do that. It's not the same. Imagine the AI bubble pops. That means that RAM is going to be super cheap. That's probably, it's going to turn into that because they're going to try to get the consumers to come back and buy it. Right now they're holding it hostage, which is a dick move to do from their side. But let's see how people are going to react to it. That's how it is. It's not the same though, chat. And gaming is changing though. Gaming is changing from us loving exclusive to now that third parties are the thing right now, and all these free to play are. Shit, these free to play games are taking over the gaming industry though, and that's what it's literally killing. Like take for example Sorrows, right? Take for example Sorrows. Let's look at some Sorrows gameplay, chat, real quick. And I want you to tell me, like, on honesty, and I'm being honest though. When I'm going to talk about it right now and throw it at you guys. All right. Let me go grab this. And be honest with me, chat, because look, let's take a look at this. I'm gonna use this for an example, though. Okay, let me just. And don't treat it like if it's just a PlayStation game. Just in case, though, I'm just gonna show you this real quick. But look, hold on, chat. Explain to me what is wrong with this game. I want to figure out what is wrong with this game. I want to know what is wrong with it. I mean, you go up there, you go forward, right? Let me see if we can get some gunplay in there. What is wrong with this game, though? I mean, the game looks like a simple game. Looks fun. You got dodging mechanics. You got shield protection if they throw stuff at you. You got to think real fast because if you don't, you're going to get your butt kicked, kind of like what Contra was back in the day. What's wrong with this game? I don't see anything wrong with the game. I feel like this game is a good game. I feel like this game is going to be a tough game, fun game. You probably won't like the plot to it or anything. You know, it's okay. But the gameplay, though, looks cool. How does this game, with the stuff that was poured into, only sells 300 to 500,000 copies? On a console that has 125 million users. How? I mean, I'm curious about it. And look, I got no problems with, like I said, I got no problems with Sorrows. I got no problems with what was the news, Pickles? I'm looking for it though. Oh, the Pirate Nation one? Alright, let me go get it. What was the problem with that game, though? I don't see any problems with it. To be honest, though, it looks like a fun, simple game. But how does that game sell that much copies, though? So, let me read this real quick. Pickles sent me this. Epic Games is planning an native version of the Epic Games Store launcher for Linux. An Epic employee confirmed the company is working toward making the launcher run natively on Linux, but it won't be part of the upcoming preview release. Epic says there's more work in simply building Linux version of the launcher. And this is why, chat, y'all remember what I said though? I said this and I'll repeat it again myself. This is why Xbox is rushing to fix the Windows Gaming Store. They're trying to fix it so people just don't run over there, because like I said, if people run over there, because I'm seeing more companies are getting into this, and once it becomes a thing, it's going to cause Windows commotion. So that's why they don't want their gamers to run over there. That's what they're trying to do. That's what they're trying to do. The Returnal was a great game. It didn't sell well either. That's the point, though, because why doesn't it sell well? This is what people are doing nowadays. This is the fun that these guys are not waking up to realize what's going on. You think Game Pass is bad? Take a gander at this, though. What do you think those Fortnite players, or those GTA players, or those Call of Duty players, or those FIFA players, NBA 2K players are doing? I'll tell you what they're doing. They are buying this one game, and then they sit there and they wait till the game comes in PS Plus, and then after that, they download the game on PS Plus. I bet you a lot of those dudes do that. And they try it out. Now, they don't like it? Yeah. Uh-oh. And they're like, yeah, guess what? They just delete it. They don't care for it. They keep on playing their NBA 2K games, their FIFA games, or FC Club games, because I don't got any more FIFA, or their Maddens, or their hockeys, or their tonsil hockey stuff. I don't know. Well, they just keep on playing their stuff. That's it. They go back to what their game was, or their Fortnites, or whatever. That's what they do. Now, I love how people pinpoint blame on Xbox Game Pass, but PS Plus is doing the same damage. Believe it or not. Even though they put the game a year later in there or 2 years later, but still, that is damage to the game for being sold. It's the same thing. It's cannibalizing it. It's me, the boy Lewis, with a $2 super. Sent you a fresh post from Asha, Louis. Oh, nice. Let's go get it. Who are you playing Tonsil Hockey with? Look, no, I'm not. No. Listen. I just mentioned Tonsil Hockey to be funny, though. I'm not playing Tonsil Hockey anywhere. I'm playing my games, though. I'm playing my Black Flag. I'm playing Gears of War E-Day. I'm playing all this stuff, though, you know? Yeah. I'm playing my games. Yes, sir. All right, so let's go. Let's go see Fresh from Asha Sharma. Ooh, Asha's been tweeting, though. And PlayStation has been giving you a console. With Wolverine likes. Yeah, Wolverine. Hercules. Oh, that reminds me. Hercules. I need to go watch, what's that movie called? Shoot. Forgot what the movie's called. Nutty Professor. Fresh out of the oven, we got COD News. Yay! Let's go. COD News right here. Let's go see it.
Go! Moving on bunker 1! You good? Let's go! Tier 1 be advised, man. Follow me!
Follow me! Oh man. So pre-order and get beta early access? When is the beta early access though? Because here's the thing though. I'd rather if it's today though, I'm gonna be playing Gears of War Horde mode. I don't care. I'm loving the Horde mode. Me and Plume kicked ass yesterday and BB Money too. We were kicking ass over there. We were. Fun game. But yeah, fact, Sony's don't like games. They like full experience. Even Neil Druckmann said he doesn't like to use the word fun. Wow. Whew. That's crazy. But that's the thing though. It's not... You see how you guys say ponies don't buy games? The thing is, that came to a fact because they said they always buy games though. Okay. Whew. Next weekend, good. Because I want to play Gears of War Horde mode. But the thing is, we say that because we say they don't buy games. But listen, gamers in general right now are not picking up games as they used to. It's just not. It's just not happening, my friends. It sucks that we're in that era where people just sit here and wait for price drops, because price drops are quick though. I mean, you go on Steam and you put something that just came out, fresh new, and all of a sudden a month later it says, oh, discount, go ahead and pick it up. Or you go to CD Keys, buy it, get a key in CD Keys, that's way more cheaper. You download the game. I mean, there's so much stuff that you can get for cheap these days that all you got to do is wait, because you got a backlog of games for you to sit down and play while the game gets a price drop. That's what people are doing these days. Unless, if you know, there's like a suite like I did with the Halloween one. Speaking of that, I got to buy that Halloween thing next month. Yeah, I already ordered it though, so I'm happy about it. I'm going to get my Halloween, you know, just now with more love because, you know, Australia banned it, but yeah. But check this out. Let me read you something from Direct Gaming. And Rachel even said that they're softening up the blow on something though, and it's true though. It feels like they're trying to soften something up when it comes down to Wolverine though. So let me go get that tweet from whatever game. I don't know if I read this yesterday, but even IGN said, we finally played the Sony SL coming Wolverine game for PS5 and it found out to be incredibly fun, but so far not quite the superhero game revelation that Spider-Man was. So they're trying to soften up a blow right there, which is weird. So look, here we go again. This is what I think I read this tweet yesterday, but I'll reread it again when it comes down to Wolverine. It says here, Pushka, right now Marvel's Wolverine sounds like another great superhero blockbuster in PS5 previews, the best there is. A sentiment I've seen in a handful of previews is that the game is very good in many respects, but it isn't reinventing the wheel. It seems to be doing a great job of putting you in that role and will likely tell a decent superhero story, featuring fellow mutant Sabretooth, Mystique, and Jean Grey, but it doesn't sound like it's going to push any real boundaries. Holy shit, they're already saying this before the game comes out? You see what I mean, chat? You see what I mean, chat? I mean, right then and there, and this is push square. They're literally killing off the game. To be honest, I'm perfectly fine with that if that's the case. A rock solid action game with a popcorn blockbuster story and some cool set pieces is always a good time. Here are a few quotes from some of the previews. So, you saying this, but it's not like it's going to push any real boundaries. Why don't you sit there and write on how to push the game so it can sell real boundaries, though? I mean, come on, guys. You guys can do something better than that. Come on. And that's the thing, though. That's what gets me. This is why I sit here and look at these sites, though, and I'm like, wow, because you're not happy that Wolverine isn't like Spider-Man. Of course Wolverine isn't like Spider-Man. There's never on earth Wolverine was going to be like Spider-Man. And never on earth Wolverine was going to sell like Spider-Man. I mean, that's insane. I mean, there's a lot of Wolverine fans, but there's more Spider-Man fans than Wolverine. Come on. There's a big difference. Oh. So let's see though. So for example, the real movie that pushed Wolverine over the limits, that really pushed Wolverine over the limits, was Deadpool and Wolverine. No joke. Deadpool and Wolverine movie pushed limits. That's because Deadpool was in there. And that pushed the limits right there. It was funny. It was hilarious. We had fun with that movie. And also we had Blade. We had Elektra. We had, yeah, some cool kick-ass characters in that movie. Yeah, out all that shit, though. But the Wolverine storyline compared to Spider-Man, I mean, look, Spider-Man has broken box office all the time. And you got the Spider-Man movie that came out with Tobey Maguire was a hit. Then you had Spider-Man 2, and then Spider-Man 3, which was a flop, but it still did good. Then after that, you had the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, which 1 was the best and 2 was nyeh. And then you have this, what's this kid's name? I forgot his name, though. Then you had this Spider-Man that he's kicking ass. And the last movie that was made was actually better than all the rest of his movies. So yeah, I mean, Wolverine experience, you don't think it's the same as Spider-Man? Of course it's not going to be. Wolverine is not like Spider-Man. He's a dude that runs around, and he's a sub-hero in X-Men. People love him because he's pretty cool, but he's not like big as Batman or Spider-Man or something like that. I mean, you're never going to get that reaction. And I just love how they're trying to, like, downgrade the game because of that. The only thing I downgrade about that game is I want to see more. What I mean by more, I want to see if he can chop off arms, chop off heads and stuff like that. Not just one little arm, no. I want to see him chop people in half like he did in Wolverine X-Men Origins. That's what I want to see from a Wolverine game. And then I'll be hyped to buy it, though. But if I got to build up to get him Berserk mode, oh, no. Uh-oh. Gears of War E-Day. So good. So, hey, chat. Good show today. Oh, I'm sorry. Why so serious? I'm sorry about that. I mean, he does a pretty good show, though, sometimes. I mean, a lot of times, though. He does pretty good stuff. So, yeah, that's how it is. And now they're pissed off because of what Colin said. Funny enough, we had a flood of ponies coming here. Oh, Lord. Let's see what this has to say. I'm afraid to read it, chat, but I'm going to read it. I'm afraid of reading this shit. Oh, Netflix closes up the Oxen free dev. Oh, there you go. Another studio closure right there, and it sucks that. Shit. So, let's read this. The big Xbox exclusivity debate. Should Fallout 5 and Elder Scrolls 6 should be Xbox console exclusive? Why should we ask this question, though? But okay. With Xbox CEO Asher Sharma teasing the Elder Scrolls 6 subtitle debate is heating up across social media about whether or not Xbox should stay exclusive. What do you think? Let's read about this. So, console war. Console war never changes. Or maybe a little bit. Or well, maybe a little bit. You know the story. Xbox ran from exclusives a couple years ago to boost margins, but it all ended up doing was hollowing out their platform. With the first and third party sales decline while giving away its market share to competitors without so much as a fight. I started with Sea of Thieves and ended up Halo itself going to PlayStation, robbing Xbox of potentially a reason to exist at all. If PlayStation has its own exclusive and Xbox exclusives, why ever buy an Xbox, some might ask. Fast forward 2026, and things are changing incoming. Xbox CEO Asher Sharma is intent on giving Xbox exclusive again, starting with Gears of War E-Day and Clockwork Revolution next year. But at the same time, you can't help but wonder why on paper. So, chat, I got a question. Have you guys asked yourself why, though? Yubei, what's up? Netflix, let me see. This week, Xbox CEO teased The Elder Scrolls 6, which seems to be subtitled Sentinel. Following the tease, debate began spreading across social media about whether or not Microsoft should truly go all in and bring in the big guns for Xbox Helix. Would it move the needle if Elder Scrolls 6 or Fallout 5 were console exclusive, or would Xbox be cutting its nose off to spite its face? The argument against console exclusivity. Xbox console exclusivity. Okay. It feels like the era of hardware subsidization is pretty much over, as the bulk of playtime hours go to claims like Fortnite, which have very fickle monetization per user. Platform holders are increasingly looking to the point of purchase itself to make money. Sony itself said it will no longer sell PlayStation hardware at a loss, and it seems Xbox following suit. In that world, it potentially makes far more sense to meet players where they are. With console hardware more expensive than ever, players are less likely than ever to switch platform or buy multiple consoles potentially. It's pretty simple. By skipping PS5 or Nintendo Switch 2 and taking Elder Scrolls 6 Xbox console exclusive, you're potentially going to be harming the very expensive game margins. Wow! Seriously? At least on paper. It's not as PlayStation Honest would deliver a 100% attach rate for Elder Scrolls 6 or Fallout 5, but there are many millions of potential customers who will potentially simply skip the game if were it not available on the platform of choice. is turning Elder Scrolls 6 and things like Fallout 5 into a lost leader, something 2026 Xbox and Microsoft is willing to do. The argument Xbox console exclusivity. Wow. Wow. Microsoft and others don't really release data on how many users own both an Xbox Series X and S and a PS5, but some analysts suggest it could be up to 50%. Indeed, I've been told a lot of the users' Xbox Series across this network show up on different platforms, suggesting that even if Elder Scrolls were exclusive, it would still have a pretty huge addressable audience to the tune of tens of millions even without PlayStation. If Microsoft were to take Elder Scrolls exclusive, it will send a very strong signal that Xbox is truly in it to win it. Particularly, Elder Scrolls 6 is actually very good. Particularly if Elder Scrolls 6 is actually very good, and the sales will come in strong regardless. If users can't buy it on PS5, they'll probably either grab it via Steam, which I can't see Xbox ditching anytime soon, or their dusty Xbox Series X and S they hadn't had any reason to turn on for several years. Wow. By the time the Elder Scrolls 6 launches, Xbox will also have a range of new cloud gaming initiatives in the marketplace too. Direct to Wi-Fi Xbox controllers will be available, shaving a non-tribal amount of latency of proceedings. Elder Scrolls 6 exclusivity might not just be a loss leader for Xbox users or Xbox Series X and S in that context. It could also be a marketing vehicle for buy-to-own Xbox Cloud Gaming, which I presume Xbox will be looking to market more seriously by the time the game launches. If sales become an issue under a console exclusivity package, Xbox could also take the step keeping it off Xbox Game Pass Ultimate for a time. Wow, you really? Holy shit, chat. Xbox could also take a step back in it, taking it off Xbox Game Pass Ultimate for a time, similar to what we're seeing with Call of Duty, although I imagine such a move will be pretty unpopular. Why are you giving them this idea? Wow. What happened, Laos boys? Talk to me. Wow. So I got a question though. In this article, you went in and you said that if this is exclusive, how would it move consoles? And then you asked, take it off of Game Pass and do the same thing as Call of Duty, and it will be pretty unpopular. But here's the thing though, if you take that thing off of Game Pass, then how are you gonna get the person to go buy the Helix? I mean, you just shot yourself in the foot several times right here, my friend. Wow. Such a move would be unpopular. That's the point. We're not here to make friends. It's business. You want ES6, go Xbox. The thing is, though, Cooperman, they do that, they're going to piss off a lot of people. And they're going to say, we're going to ditch Xbox. Because here's the thing, though. Xbox Game Pass is what drives in the money for Xbox, which people have not told you the truth about it. It drives it in. So right now, if they want to acquire the user, even on TVs and everywhere they want them to be acquired on, because the thing is, the truth is, you know how expensive hardware is, so they want to meet the user where they're at. How are you going to attract the user to come to this box though, or to come to this service? So you gotta have the service fresh, you gotta have the service with things though, because we know they're trying to get people to jump into the service. That's their main goal. How do we know? Is because it just made a deal with Hisense and another TV thing. So how the heck is that going to move even the needle for them too? Because I just love it how you guys are at the beginning of this writing this article. You're complaining about console sales, right? You're complaining about console sales. How is that going to attract people to go buy it because it's more expensive? And yet you want to take the game off of Game Pass in order to get the money in because you know of this. Come on, man. Come on, man. Sony would love to see Xbox then, and just is worried that putting ES6 on Xbox would be mean. Laugh out loud. Get the fuck out of here. How is that mean though? Like, why? Because that's the thing that gets me though. Why do you guys are so desperate? Because this is what's funny. You're complaining about them doing the whole, and you complain about it because I've read articles about you complaining about the whole Project Latitude. You were complaining about it, saying, "Oh, Project Latitude is awful," and now because they want to put Elder Scrolls 6 exclusive or dropping it into Game Pass is bad. So I come to say the same thing like I did the other day, though, and I'm being honest with it. So. Xbox most positive thing this generation has been Xbox Game Pass. It's been super positive. How do we know it's been super positive? Because that's the most positive thing people talk about the Xbox. They talk about Game Pass this, Game Pass that. Not only that, Game Pass is everywhere. Game Pass is on TVs. Game Pass is on pretty much everywhere right now. Cloud and everything. So you want to take the positive thing that's right here, turn it into a negative to turn this thing into a positive, which you're going to piss off the people that are sub to the service, that love the service. And right now it's sitting at 30 million people. So you want to piss off 30 million people now? Wow. Unless if you drop the price to $10, then they'll probably say, well, you know, it's one game. But at the end, though, they're going to be like, well, you know, I don't trust it. That's what they'll start saying. Right now, there's a distrust with the Xbox, and you want to make them more distrusting on it? Like, more people just not trusting the Xbox anymore? I mean, did you forget that when Call of Duty was taken away, a lot of people were like, hey, wait, Xbox, we had an agreement. I mean, shit, I go into the service, I get these games they want. How come I'm not getting Call of Duty, blah, blah, blah. People were, oh, my God. Still, Game Pass does not work on PS, does not work on Nintendo. It doesn't matter if ES6 is sold separately or part of Game Pass. It's only on Xbox. That's my point. But that's what I see, though. Like incredible how you put this in the article. Like, oh, yeah, because, you know, you're going to lose. Hold on a second. Let me go look for something because I'm confused about something. So wait. Chat, you ready for this? This is where Crazy Louis gets. Oh my God! How long did it take me to search this? It took me 15 seconds, chat. 15 seconds to type this in and search this. It didn't take me that much. Watch. Y'all ready for this? So I asked Bing, where is Elder Scrolls game played the most, on console or PC? In terms of player engagement, Elder Scrolls Online is played more on PC than consoles, though. So let me see, though. And funny enough, here's a funny thing, though. ESO PC versus Xbox player count. Let me go see, though. If we keep on looking, I bet you that these guys play it on PC. I'll tell you why they play more on PC, because there's modders modding the games. So let's go look at this. All right, let's go have some fun. Elder Scrolls 5 sales. Where did it sell more? Let me go find this. Let me see if I can find this because now I gotta look for this data though. Let's see if I can get this data because I'm working on it. Chat, I'm sorry. But I'm looking for this chat. Hold on, give me a second though. But I find it funny though because the majority of people I know that play this. It's me, the boy Lewis, with a $2 super chat. FY Louis and chat switch to pre-orders Modern Warfare 4 August 21st. Awesome. Awesome. Laos Boys game. Rumor Compulsion Games is now publisher for South America on Steam, suggesting departure from Xbox and major restructuring is now complete. I played on both Xbox and PC. Prefer Xbox, but PC is way more popular. See what I mean? Elder Scrolls games are way more popular on PC than on console because people mod these games on PC. I mean, that's what I know about Elder Scrolls though. So you mean to tell me you're worried that it's going to lose PlayStation users, going to lose this, going to lose that? I mean, for fuck's sakes, bro. They're targeting where they need to target at. If they put it on Xbox, they put it on Steam. People who want to play it on Steam will buy it on Steam. They want to buy it on the Xbox store, buy it on the Xbox store. They either get Game Pass to play it. But at the end of the day, Elder Scrolls will rack up a lot of money, though. ES started on PC, laugh out since the early 90s. Yes, I remember that. And then they came out to consoles. I remember that, my friends. I remember that. And I remember when it came down to consoles, though, it was exclusive to Xbox for a while. Where is Elder Scrolls games more popular? On PC or consoles? And I'm not getting answers, so I'm going to use Google because this one's not giving me answers. So I'm going to use Google AI for this. Watch this, chat. Let me see if I can get this on this stream real quick so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Wait. Okay, perfect. Nope, it's not here though. I can't get it in here. But according to Google, let me see if I can type this in Google though. Hold on, chat. Let me see if I can do this on Google. Google itself, and we'll see if we can get it though. Let's use Google so we can see it. You ready for this, chat? You ready for this, chat? I mean, bro, like I said, listen. It maybe this took me a couple minutes, but it's that simple. I mean, bro, come on, man. I mean, it doesn't kill you to look for this information, though. This is why people like. Let's be honest, though. You gotta look for the right info, my friends. Let's not lie to ourselves like you guys do because you're worried about PlayStation or this and that. I mean, check this fucking shit out. Bro, it's right here loud and clear. I just typed it in Google. Look what Google said to me right here. For single-player games like Skyrim, popularity is massive across both PC and consoles. Both PCs but PC, check this out, but PC holds long-term dominance due to mods. For the other coders, the total players pool spans both heavily, but PC community engagement performance while console maintain a massive raw player presence. Single-player Skyrim PC widely favored for infinite replayability, visual upgrades, and extensive modding community. The people who love Elder Scrolls play it more on PC than they do on console. Because they get mods in there. And the PC keeps on growing though. I'm not saying it's not popular on consoles, but damn, on PC it's way more popular. And that's what they want to attract though, especially since the Helix will be a Helix will be pretty much a PC next generation. So I don't understand though. But it's funny though, they don't sit there and look for this info. They just gotta go in, write an article like this, worried about if they're gonna buy it or not, or are they gonna be exclusive, or is it gonna be, or is it not? Come on, man. Did you take it off of Game Pass? Oh, so you want to piss off the Game Pass community? The 30 million people that are subscribed to Game Pass for a reason? Wow, man. I mean, this is just too much. So let's see though. Yeah, so Xbox community is the nicest, like F76. Hey, freaks and backlog battlers. Colin smokes too much, huh? Listen, Backlog, the funny thing is what Colin says in here, I've been saying it for years. I took his opinion and put it on here so people can listen to what he had to say. So, Gogo Poll, Marijuana Believe in Success, ES Arena Crazy, it outlasted a ton of more popular CRPGs like Ultima Wizardry and Might and Magic at the time of the early 90s. ES survived because of Xbox, to be honest. With Morrowind and Oblivion's success, Morrowind was a huge gamble. You should look at some mods. Skyrim mods looks next gen. But listen, Skyrim is big on PC because the majority of people I talk about Skyrim about, they play it more on PC than they do these consoles. Though you're telling me that you're worried about the PlayStation and everything. I mean, look, listen. If it comes exclusive, let it be exclusive. Let the company do its strategy. Stop worrying about if the other company should worry about this, because I'm being serious though. You guys don't ask those questions when it comes down to PlayStation. Why don't you ask the same damn questions though? Why don't you ask, hey, will Marvel Token do good if it lands on Xbox? Will Marvel Token do this? You don't ask those questions though. All you do is shut up and just complain about what is Xbox next move going to be. Or will it be good or bad? But when PlayStation does it, it's good. First comment of Asha post, not PS fanboy, not on Game Pass. PS fanboys are really a sad bunch of people. Oh shit, man. Like, well, how is that gonna be the difference being on Game Pass or not? Hey, Jago6, good morning, my brother. Oh, what's up, man? What's up? You see all the rumors of ES6 from 4chan? Like parachip combat, building forts, little forts, hat the Empire. Oh man, wow! If that's it, that'll be crazy if they do all that stuff in that game. Game Pass is awesome, exactly. But Jago6, look what Jess said. Look what Jess said in this article. Look what Jess said in this article. Watch this. Watch this. Look what he said though. Look what he said though. He said this in the end of the article though. This is what he said though. Let me go down. If sales could become an issue under console exclusivity package, Xbox could also take a step of keeping it off Game Pass Ultimate for the time, similar to what we're seeing with Call of Duty, although I imagine such a move would be pretty unpopular. Why would you say that though? Those pony wished they had something like Game Pass. They don't. Hey, but here's the funny part, Jago6. They do, though. They do have something with Game Pass. It's called PS Plus. The only difference is, Jago 6, that they, Jago 6, they just wait for it. And what do they do while they wait for it? Oh, let me go play Fortnite. Oh, let me go play GTA. Oh, let me go play Call of Duty. Oh, let me go play this. Let me go play that. Let me go play NBA, FIFA, all this stuff. And once the game lands on PS Plus, guess what they do? They talk to their friends and be like, hey, bro, download this game. It's on PS Plus. Let's go get it. Same thing we do here on Game Pass. Kind of incredible how the subscription models just keeps on growing. Huh, funny enough, how that number keeps on growing. And you ask Louis, why does that number grow? Louis, why does that number grow, Louis? Why does this number grow? Why are PS gamers not buying these games or anything? What is going on, Louis? Well, I'll tell you what's going on. They just sit there and wait till the game comes to PS Plus, and then they download it, tell their friends, and all of a sudden the game becomes the most played that week. Because they're downloading the game. They don't have to pay for it. Because they say, well, I play this one game a year with all my friends. Let me just wait for these games, to lower the price. Or for them to go to PS Plus and I download it. 74% of PS out of 92 million consoles. Wow. All because Sony sabotaged the PC version. Sorry, really sabotaged token on PC. To be honest, though, it was Token who sabotaged themselves on PC for releasing that game that way. I don't think Sony has to do with the development, though. But there's 140 countries blocked, too, which it affected them, too. And that was Sony sabotaging it. Yeah, but PS Plus is garbage. Or PS3, PS2, PS1 games are parts of the different price point. Even the selection of PS1 are pitiful. Look, I'm not saying which is better, though. But I'm just telling you what these guys do. Look, let's just look at something right now. Look, check this out. Check Louis out. Watch this. Watch this. Let's go to PS Plus right now. So what PS Plus this month is, we have the current PS Plus games are available for August 2026. Dying Light 2 Stay Human Reloaded Edition, Big Walk and Signalese. So this is right now. Let me see if these numbers are up for these days, though. Let me see if I can find this. Let's see, because right now we're in August 14th. When do these games start coming around? But we'll check it out at the end of the month, though. Once Matt Piscatella comes around and says, oh, hey, this. No, it still has not come up. I'll wait till the numbers come up. But you'll see it's going to be probably the most played, or getting up to the top 10 or close to it, because it's been played, though. PS Plus does not include EA Play. Nope, it doesn't. Game Pass, it doesn't matter if you get top tier, middle tier, you still get OG Xbox and 360 and newer games. Yep. Yeah, but Google Pro, remember, take that as a grain of salt, though. Take that as a grain of salt. Wait till the game comes out. Wait till that game comes out. Don't go crazy about it, because at the end of the day, you're reading stuff, you're probably going nuts about it, and all of a sudden you're not seeing it, you're taking it personally, be like, yeah, oh shit, this is not what I expected, though. Just wait till it comes out. You have to wait 2 years. I heard they just got Helldivers. Wow. Uy, semana el Fabián. Oh, ven a buscarlo. Let me write to him right now. Oh. Hold on. Oh man, I just responded to. 7 factions, each bigger than once. All right, let's see though. 7 factions, each bigger than one of Fallout 4. You can't join them all. Ah, pretty much the same thing. So, want to play it so bad now. Who does not want to play Elder Scrolls? Though? I mean, I want to give it another go. I want to give Oblivion another go. I'm just waiting for the time to give it another go, to see if I can actually finish that damn game. I mean, like I said, back in the day, I turned into a freaking vampire though. So let's see, what else is cooking out there? But I think I ran enough today, chat, haven't I? I've been in a big rant today. Pickle said, check Discord. Let me go grab Discord again. What is it in here? The official PS Remote Play screen. Uh-oh. Sorry, Remote Play on Steam. Let me go look for it, chat. Hold on. Let me open up my Steam app. Updating Steam. Wow, it's been a while since. It's gonna take a while to update. So Pickle says Sony tries to lie for digital gaming. Games will be cheaper, says Dreamcast guy. Oh Lord. Who ready more review of Phantom Blade Zero next week at State of Play? Yay! Phantom Blade Zero, another game that not a whole bunch of people are talking about. Sucks. Everybody's focused on the whole physical thing that they're not even talking about games that much. Let's go see Steam Asobi Play. Let's go check it out now. The Funk Soul Brothers right about now. The Funk Soul Brothers Steam Asobi. Let me go see if I can get this right now. All right, let me see if I can see it though, because some things, those pictures sometimes, you know. Asobi Remote Play, okay, that's what it's called. Asobi. Oh, here it is. It's free. Yeah, you can download it right now on Steam. Yeah, here it is. Oh shit, they're showing you how to, from the Steam Deck, you can download Remote Play PS5 games. Oh man. No wonder they took the games off of PC, because now they found out a way for them to make money on the PS Plus. And also to attract the user to PS Plus, to get the people to buy the games in their store. Wow, PlayStation, you guys are really the biggest money pieces of crap that I've ever seen, though. I love to take money off of the users, man. You guys are smart, huh? So, Steam, I'm not giving you your games, but you know what I'm doing, though? When I'm doing this, I'm giving you this Asobi, you know, cloud thing, so people can go in, subscribe to my service, and they create a username on PlayStation, and they can get the games from the PlayStation Store for also PS Plus. And you know how it is, yeah, chat. You know, so Sony's gonna rack in. This is what they're gonna do. Oh, you gotta love Sony. Sony, you put yourself out there for free, right? And this is what we're gonna do. Simple. We're gonna get the PC user to come to sub to our service so they can use the cloud. And not only they sub for the service, so that's 100. How much is it now? 200 something? How much is the PS Plus though? You gotta love that shit. Yeah. PS Plus Premium price. What's the price on the PS Premium? Oh, so $160 a year? I thought it was, price for Plus Premium is $160 a year. So yeah, so you're going to pay $160 a year to come to my service. Yeah, let's go. And after you pay for that, this is what we're going to do. We're going to sell you the game for $50, $60, or $70. And you can cloud stream it right here. It says, I'm not giving you my games on Steam anymore, but yes, we found a slick solution with a Sobi right here. Go ahead, get them, Sony, since you couldn't get those users on there, man. You guys are just scummy as hell. Wow. Crazy enough. Crazy stuff. So chat, guess what? Listen up. The crazy ones gotta go. It's 11:33 in the morning. I got stuff I gotta do. I got errands I gotta run. Seriously, I got shit I gotta do, my friends. A lot of shit though. So chat, like always, before we go, tell us what you've all been playing. I've been playing Gears of War E-Day Horde Mode with BB Money yesterday and Plume. I had some recorded stuff, and I will add it later on for. Hold on, my mom's writing me. What happened? I'm not paying for any service per year. I'm not like the shit that X. The leaker who was let go from Bethesda, talking main factions like Brotherhood, Institute, Railroad, and Minotenum in Fallout 4. Those are supposed to be set. There are going to be 7 supposedly, not guilds, main factions. Wow, that's crazy. The Empire's fall is falling supposedly, and the Theramer or Hyos want to destroy reality, the main plane of existence, to take elves back. Sec heaven. Oh, okay. That sounds like a pretty good plot. I beat Uncharted. We'll play WC 9 after reading about ES6 and on 4chan. Sweet. I've been playing Cyberpunk 2077. Nice. You need a PS5 Pro. You don't need a PS5 to play the games, laugh out loud. Yeah, Pickles, that's true though. But here's the funny part though. Here's the fun part though. You don't need a PS5, but they'll be collecting that 160 every single year. They're gonna be collecting that 160 from you, unless if you can buy it for real cheap in other places, but if you can find it for cheap though. But they'll be collecting that 160 from you every single year. That's what they're gonna be doing. And after that, you go into circle, want to use the cloud gaming, you have to buy the game in order to use it though. Oh man, PlayStation, man. Wow. You're not giving them a PC anymore, but yet you give them a cloud device. Smart move. How to get the money in there. So that way you don't give Steam that 30%. Huh. Yeah. Smart move. You're making that 100% though. Fucking crazy mother shit. You keep on doing it, so you keep on doing it. Keep on doing it, yeah. But alright, chat. Like always, thank you all for hanging out with me today. Thank you all for super chats. Thank you all for memberships. You guys rock. You guys are awesome, and I do love you guys. That's seriously, chat. You guys are the best out here. So, chat. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, also hit that bell so it can tell you when XPI content comes on. And guys, have a beautiful night. Do mean a beautiful and awesome Friday and weekend. And as always, I will see you guys on the Xbox International Podcast when we do come back at 7 p.m. ET with Cyberbo, the Big Plume, and Silent Cypher. And on Fridays, invite me to Don XPI en Español with Elvis, Elicita, and Metal Berserker. And last but not least, good morning with Crazy Little Gaming. Fun fact, I was getting over 140 FPS on Cyberpunk Ultra setting on my Mac. Wow, that's awesome. That's awesome. Good morning with Crazy Little Gaming. When I send the signal out over there on Discord, Let me see, Discord, Twitter X, Blue Sky, and YouTube, and that's why you gotta hit that bell so you can know when the crazy one comes out what's happening in the gaming news world. Chats, have a beautiful day, and I will see you guys on Monday morning. I hope Joy comes by on Good Morning with Crazy Lou Gaming. Bye, y'all. Have an awesome one.